Please put your devices on airplane mode.
Go ahead, tell them your name.
My name is Sean Slack. That's my name. I'm from the Central. I'm from Seattle, period. I represent the whole 12 Puget Sound.
Okay. Well, you answered that other question. Uh, what kind of upbringing was your childhood?
Upbringing, um, hustlers, uh, the neighborhood.
I mean,
Upbringing, we be crack house, rats, roaches. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like Uncle smoking, like you know, it's real deal live trap house.
I mean, well, all right. Let's go a little bit more. Like, say your was your mom around? Was your dad
Okay,
around?
so my mom and my mom and my dad was around, but my grandma raised me, so you know they was in the streets. So
Okay,
my grandma, you know, she the one that took us all in and you know raised us.
okay, okay. Um, what schools did you go to?
Me, TT Minor, um, Mercer, Garfield, uh, South Shore, Meany, Washington. Where else? Mercer. I went to the beach for a little bit. That only lasted a few days. In Marshall,
Okay. So how'd you get your nickname?
Tucker. Um, Cause they say I used to thug in public a lot. And back then I had like a complex, so you know we was all fighting each other. We grew up in the city, so you know what I'm saying. You got to be tough. So I just added a little who I was fucking with. You know, you fuck with us, I'm on that ass.
Okay, okay,
You know,
okay. Now we're gonna get more into the actual locked up questions and stuff like that.
that's good.
What was the first time you got arrested?
Ooh, I'm gonna say '96.
What was it over?
Me and Scarface stole a stolen car.
Okay,
Yeah, we was stealing cars and shit back then.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
How did that get you though?
You know, we probably had the car for a minute, going back and forth to school. You know, just riding through the hood. You know, catch a high speed. You know, everybody know face if you roll with
No,
face.
I'm saying how did you get that time when you got caught when you got arrested? How did they get you? Like,
Oh, they caught us. They followed us. They trapped us in a garage.
not,
And you know what I'm saying? One of the partners jumped off a cliff and broke his leg, and then they brought the dogs. And I just, you know, here I am. I ain't finna get bit. I ain't doing none of that.
okay, okay. Uh, uh, have you ever been snitched on?
Yeah, yeah, I have. For my case, yeah, for sure.
That case?
Not that case, but the
Oh,
previous
the main
case.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know,
So tell me about that case.
with the case I've been
Yeah,
sitting on,
yeah.
I had a robbery.
How did you get caught for that case?
I got
What happened and how'd you get caught?
what happened. We stuck up some cats, and you know, we got on them, and they called the police, and then it was like a chain of other events. But the shit that I got caught for is the ones we did, you know, around, and then they pointed me out on the photo,
Mm,
you know, and shit, 4 counts of robbery, 13, 14 victims, you know, but it's a little different, but you know.
so which one
Well, I
actually
pled to two because it was 4 counts. So in the deal, we was tampering with witnesses. We was, you know, what I'm
allegedly?
saying, yeah, we was tampering with witnesses and everything. The case is over. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
okay, okay,
You
okay,
know what I'm
okay,
saying? My
okay,
boys,
okay.
the
Yeah,
case is
yeah, yeah,
over. I
yeah,
already did
yeah.
my 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, we was tampering with witnesses and some other shit, and you know, they snatched a nigga's deal and they gave us a plea, and you know, all three of us we took the same plea.
Okay.
Well, not the same plea, but we took the plea.
Yeah. Uh. So did you receive a bond or anything?
Yeah, I bailed out. First they didn't have no evidence on me, so like 48 hours they released me. Then after that, they put an APB. Like 3 days later, after that, they just fouled. You know, they was looking for me everywhere. So I go turn myself in. I bails out, and then I'm out for a minute. Then I get a paid lawyer, and then we bail bro back out, and then the other bro's out. You know what I'm saying? So now we're all three out. So now it's just hella continuous. And then so in the middle of that, there's so much shit going on in between. You know what I'm saying? So they took our deal, we gave it back. They was talking about the feds was coming. Basically, we all was like, fuck all that. We're gonna take the deal. Plus, I already had a pending possession charge for selling to undercover. So that was on top of my case too. So I just took the deal for the gun, and I took the gun and 2 robberies. And the reason why I did that is because they was gonna strike Terrell out. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? They was gonna strike him out, so somebody had to take the gun. You know what I'm saying? So it's my gun. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take it. So bro's gonna get out. He ain't gonna strike out. Other than that, shit. Sometimes shit happens for a reason.
Okay. Did you have a paid or a public lawyer?
I had a paid lawyer. Piece of shit. I should have had a public defender.
Like that. How much did you end up spending on them?
Like 11.
1,100 or 1,000?
11 bands. Spent 11 bands, and then I ended up firing him. And with my public defender, I ended up getting like a year less better deal than the paid lawyer. But he wasn't a good lawyer anyway. I was being, led in the wrong direction with that. Cause he was really a drug lawyer. He wasn't for no robberies. So it was,
wrong guy for the wrong
like
type
me
of
trying
case.
to cut here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't cut no damn hair, but
So you were convicted for the 2 robberies and a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-year gun enhancement, day for day, and that sends me to 118 months. I got 118 months, so 60 months of that I had to do day for day. Everything else I got a good time. But I ended up doing 10 anyway, because I was in there doing wild shit. So.
Okay. What was your immediate reaction when you heard like how much time you had to do?
Man, when they gave me the time, I was like, I just had like you got like a sore, like my motherfucker's throat got like swollen, kind of like where I couldn't talk. You know how you just can't talk and you just.
Yeah.
I was just like, damn, 118 months, god damn. You know what I'm saying? And then my baby mom was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And I got everybody up in there, in the courtroom, and they're just tripping. You know what I'm saying? And I just put my head down and just walked off. You know what I'm saying? Like after that, I was like, fuck. I just shook my head. More mad at myself than anything. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's time for bossing up. You gotta boss up, man. In certain situations, man. I'm a man first, so we wanted to rock this out. But yeah, I was fucked up. Yeah, because I didn't get to see my daughter born, my first daughter. So that's the only thing. Other than that, shit. It's a part of the game.
So what was it like your first time? Like, yeah.
Man, well.
Or I'd say your first day.
My first day I went to Shelton. So, you know what I'm saying? They shipped me to Shelton. Shelton is like, this big ass, you got the gate and you walk through and there's hella different R units and there's lower R's and upper R's. But I went straight to R5, so. That's one step. So, I mean, it was different. You're 23 and 1 when you first get there. That's like the hardest time, though. Shelton is the hardest time that you'll ever do any time, to me.
Yeah.
It might be somebody else, but that Shelton is no game.
You mean like in Washington State?
Like, yeah, Washington.
Okay.
It's just like the hardest time you can do. It's like you're not getting out. You're in there just until you get moved. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't, you just sitting up in that joint.
So
But once I got to Walla Walla, shit, I was only in our units for like 30 days. Once I got to Walla Walla, it was live. It was like live wire, like for real. Like my first couple weeks of riots, we already fighting. You know what I'm saying? I'm already 5'5", so I'm not going. It's none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this real deal going down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a part of timing, but I was still in that mindset.
So you was in state, not
I was in state. I'm
not fed. Okay.
So I'm already in that mindset. I'm young. I ain't taking no shit.
Okay, to backtrack a little bit, what? Because like right when you got like convicted, right, you had to go back to jail though first, right?
So when I took the deal, they took me because my family got a prior running. So my last name already, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They already know about the slack, so that we're gonna take you right now. You got too much time. You might flee and run, and you know what I'm saying. Once I got in there, I sat in there for like 3 months before I even went to Shelby. You know what I'm saying? You in the county, you still get visits, you get on the phone, commissary, you know what I'm saying? You already got your program down in the county. And then they just shit, you will just know when you're gonna leave. Get up on that bus.
All right, so how was the transfer from jail to prison though? What was that like?
Well, your first time,
Yeah.
it's different. Because in the county, I mean, the county is a little different because, you know what I'm saying, it's just a different environment. Like, the county's county, and like, when you get to our units, it's like, now it's become serious, like, not serious, but more serious than what it is, because now you're already hitting reality from the county to, this is real, you know what I'm saying? This is your life, you know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. So, get there, and it is what it is. There ain't nothing you can do. You can't backtrack. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move straight on that straight line. And I'm a part of the code, so I'm sticking to the script. I'm going straight. Ain't none of that, you know what I'm saying?
So how many facilities were you housed in?
Let's see, I went from Sheldon to Walla Walla, and then they sent me out of state. So I went from
Where out of state?
Minnesota, and I went to Arizona. So I was in Minnesota and Arizona. So I was in Minnesota for like 3 years, and then some shit popped off where I had knocked the guard up and shit. So I was messing with the little bride in there, so they sent me out of there. They sent me to Arizona, and then everybody was in Arizona, and they sent me back because Arizona and them guys got into a riot. So they had already, like a month later, I was in the hole for a month in Arizona. I didn't even touch the main line. I was just in the hole. They was like, nah, your people, they already knew where I was from and all that. So, like, your peoples is already in riots. We're sending you back to Minnesota. Send me back to Minnesota. From there, I went back to Walla Walla, Stafford Creek after that, and then I went to camp. So, I went to OCC, and then after OCC, work release.
Okay. How many of your friends was there for you while you was locked up? I mean, or you can like generalize, if it was hella or just a couple.
No, it was not a lot.
Okay.
I'm just saying, how you mean like?
I mean, therefore,
like one judge, two judge.
Talk,
okay.
just communicating with you just throughout your bid.
I say that my whole time, my niggas that really like holding me down the whole 10 years.
Yeah.
I give it to 3. Really 2, but 3 for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then there's others that fuck with me my whole time down. There's a couple.
I mean, if you want to say some names, you can say some names. Show them some love for showing you love.
My nigga Gus, P, Shay, my nigga Marche. You know what I'm saying? P know he is. Gus, you guys know Gus. you know, when Jan was out, you know what I'm saying? But he's back and forth. You already know how it goes. So you know, so niggas that there's other niggas that did look out for me, but I'm seeing them in there too. So you see what I'm saying? So
I mean,
it's likewise. Like you know what I'm saying? When they need me to do something, they already know it's likewise. But yeah, them is my niggas that really holding me down, like for real, for real. Anything I needed, like on some real shit, like they looked out, man. For real.
Yeah. All right, being who you were, did your name or your relationships with people make it easier or harder?
I think any of my relationships make it easy because I'm me, and I ain't never switched up on nobody, like, you know what I'm saying, or had any problem. If you, like, honestly, I could say, like, if I don't fuck with you, it's because I really don't fuck with you, like, you know what I'm saying, or if I was fucking with you and stopped fucking with you, you didn't have to do something that, a moral that I didn't like, that I'm, you know what I'm saying, back then, you know.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just about my family, but other than that, like, you know what I'm saying? But if I fuck with you, you know. If not, I mean, I didn't really get into it with nobody like that, man, because we was already...
I mean, like say, get into it with somebody on behalf of your people's just being too wild.
From other neighborhoods, yes. I was one of them. If I rock with you, like I said, I rock with you. So, if we riding in the car and nigga come up and fuck with you, I'm with you, nigga. I'm rocking. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if it got something to do with some snitching, I ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. If you just snitch on somebody, I can't come to your defense. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, we rocking.
All right. Okay. So while you was in there, like, what was some things you do? How'd you pass your time in there?
At first, man, I was doing a lot of fighting and shit when I first got in there with some older cats, man. They put me to the side, man. It was like, man, chill out. You know what I'm saying? I start the program, got into school. Then I just start reading books. And then, you know, I'm already a G, so you got to live by what, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's growth and development. So you got to grow. You got to develop. You got to, I'm in this position. Why?
So you said programs. What kind of programs?
Program schooling. They got all type of schooling in there.
Welding, what did you do, though?
I was doing welding. I was doing sewing. I was on the fire. You know what I'm saying? It was just hella shit. Industry, stripping floors, waxing, like it's programming, like working out.
And you leave with like a certificate or something?
I got college credits and everything from welding. That's from Walla Walla Community College. So it's like you're going to a community college here. Like I did other businesses, like P paid for some school and shit for me to get. You know what I'm saying? Like there's opportunities in there that you can better yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on how you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because in there, time is only going to make you or break you. If you want to be great, you can come out and be great. If you want to, you know, get out and do the same shit and live by some other morals than what you're supposed to, then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got a program. So, like, I'll work in the morning. I work graveyard.
What kind of work?
Stripping, you know, being in the hallway, stripping floors, being, you know, just getting out.
Not stripping. Come on.
No, like stripping floors, like, you know, waxing,
Respectfully.
stripping, like janitorial, you know what I'm saying? Or you can go work in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen at Stafford Creek.
Okay.
Like, you can do different things, and then you can do school.
Is everybody assigned those kind of jobs, though?
No, you got to
have to do a job?
But you have to program. You either got to go to school or work. You know what I'm saying?
To get those jobs.
You just got to go to school or work, period, in the joint.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you know, they're going to put your ass in the hole. You got to program.
Okay.
Like, you're going to keep fighting and knocking motherfuckers out, or you're not. Like, you know, that's how it was when I was in there.
Okay.
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how it is now.
So you said that you read some books that you was reading.
48 Laws of Power, hella Donald Goins, like, just hella different books that the older cats was like, read this, man. Like, little script, like, little notes they had, like, you know, this is what you do, man. You're going to make your time worse if you do this and this. I'm in and out the hole.
Yeah.
You know, my time is already bad the first year or two because I'm fighting. I'm in and out the hole. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just, you know.
What's one of the craziest things you've seen?
Oh, shit.
You ain't got to say no names. Just
no, the craziest shit I seen, man, me and my nigga, Vic, rest in peace. Chestnut, same folks, rest in peace. We was all, and this nigga too, he's from Spokane. He's a G, they from Chicago. We was all on a motherfucking tier. We was coming from lunch. Chestnut, you know what I'm saying? Then tell us you're supposed to see the cat. So the Mexicans come hella deep. Like, I ain't even lying, like 13 deep. And we fighting on the tier, like on the middle tier, and everybody been to Walla Walla is the tiers. You know what I'm saying? My nigga jumped off the tier. That's the craziest shit I ever seen in the middle tier. He jumped off the tier so he wouldn't get caught in the fight.
And lived?
Yeah.
How high was it?
It was pretty high, bro.
Nigga did
No,
some
for real,
parkour up in
We
here.
sitting there fighting. I'm not no sugarcoating. I'm sitting there fighting, bro. I swear to God. I'm not lying. This nigga jumps off the tier, bro. The middle tier. This ain't even the bottom tier. It's the middle tier. Like, it's 3 tiers. Hold on. There's 1, 2, and 3. No. Listen, he fucked.
So there's 4 levels. There's a low.
I believe there
bottom level.
I want to say Walla Walla's 3 levels, man. I want to say it's 3 levels.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's 4. It's kind of like that Go DJ video. You know how to Go DJ with the bars and shit.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Back in the close custody when I was locked up, it's not close custody like that.
So him jumping off the tier was one of the craziest things.
Hell
you
yeah. Hell yeah. That's just some of the craziest shit I seen up in there. I didn't see motherfuckers beat up in real life and shot like they was there. I was there when
shot
they shot
inside.
Yeah, they killed the boy for not getting down. Walla Walla, you gotta sign a waiver when you get to Walla Walla. So if they tell you to get down, you gotta get down or they'll shoot you, bro. In a fight. Like, seriously. They shot a cat on the breezeway, bro, for not stop fighting. Yeah. Look at that shit up.
Okay, so I mean, what's in your time in Washington State prisons and jail? What is there any true to like gay rape rumors? Like, did you hear about any of that?
I have heard. I have heard. I haven't seen physically. I have heard.
In your time.
In my time, I have heard, but the shit is willingly in there, so it's not like motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's not like motherfuckers is getting raped, bro, every day, and you got, it's not now. Motherfuckers got everything up in there. You better believe it. Shanks and everything. You better believe that. Stingers, hot baby oil, niggas got soap in the sock. They're not playing. Like, got shit up in there, but all that like
weapons.
They got weapons. You can get done. Don't get it. You know what I'm saying? In my time of where I've been, I've heard some shit. You know what I'm saying? But
so there's some truth to it.
There's some truth to it. Some people take that. They usually take it from the cats. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't even say what they usually do because, like I said, I haven't seen it. Like,
yeah.
I didn't heard it. There's willingly in there, bro. You'll know who. Come on, man. You'll know.
Yeah.
Anybody out there, they'll know. Oh, he fuck with boys. He's a punk. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers putting tight clothes on. You got dudes, you know what I'm saying, really thinking they brides up in there, like, for real. Like, on some real shit. It's uncut.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's more like it's willingly up in there, man.
Okay. Is there,
to me,
when you're in a prison, right? Like, is there ranks? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so when I was there, everybody sat. The G's sat with the G's, the Crips sat with the Crips, the Bloods sat with the Bloods. Then you got your Tacoma car. You know what I'm saying? You got the Tacoma niggas over here, the Tacoma Crips, the Telecom. You know what I'm saying? You got your Mexicans on this side. You got the North Daniels 13s. You got the Samoans, the Usas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was sitting at their own table. And the thing about it was, when I was in there, I don't know how it is now, but you couldn't walk through nobody's table because it was a sign of disrespect. So
walk through their table. What do you
mean? You got like a
walk past.
Table. So you got like a table right here, a table right here, and a table right here, right? Mm-hmm. And there's chairs all the way around it. So it's like sitting at a bench.
Yeah.
So everybody got their own little table.
Yeah.
You can't be coming through that table. So you can't walk through the table. There's a way to go out. So everybody got their interest out, and the line's right there.
Uh-huh.
So there's no point for you to be all up in our space. Like the line's right there. What you doing way over here?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Your table's over there. What are you doing over here? So that's how it was when So
you would technically got to go out of your way to do that anyway. So it'll be just
because they already know. Then yeah, for sure. I mean, back then, I don't. It's different now. So I don't know.
So I mean, like, okay, so say like say if we're just talking about the Crips or the G's or whatever, like is there a hierarchy in there? Like,
there's always somebody running the car. There's always somebody running a, you know.
I mean, but is there like ranks? Is there
it's
like
not ranks? Just like one cat usually runs the car.
okay?
You know what I'm saying? Like there's always a big dog in the tank,
And they can just tell anybody else what to do.
Nah, it's just like you. It's not even telling nobody what to do. It's like these are your crew. This is say. This is you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's more like a
this is the
spokesman.
valley. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. You got your guys. So whoever, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna make sure they people's right. They're gonna run it. It ain't like I never been the motherfucker that was gonna. I'm not no runner, so I never been that type of nigga up in there. So I never go sick a missile or go sick a little nigga on somebody, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never been that, so I can't speak for that.
Yeah.
There's everybody's time is differently, you know, done.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that, but it was. I could say is from Washington to out of state. There's really it more out of state with all the other it was more structured. Where I came in, where I did my time at, I grew. It was structured. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So in state, it wasn't really no structure because all I was doing, it was structure, but it was different structure. You know what I'm saying? It's fighting and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta grow in that motherfucker.
So, which offenses would puts people at like the top or bottom of like the totem pole in there, like on how they gonna treat you when you walk through the door?
It depends. Well, yeah. If you go to the joint and act like a bitch, that's how they gonna treat you.
I mean, okay, so even if you like rape somebody,
nigga, the
you
rapos
good?
Don't know. Niggas was charging rapos. Niggas was doing all shit. Nigga, they protect the rapos up in that motherfucker.
Protect them?
Man, they protect them motherfuckers.
Because they're paying?
No, they protect them like some motherfucking Mexicans pay for protection, right?
Uh-huh.
But then the guards now, you know.
You're saying them,
you know what I'm saying?
You're saying the actual prison
yeah,
protection.
They got their own little section, nigga. The rape Stafford Creek, they got the little rapo section, man. They got protected custody for motherfuckers that can't hit mainline. They got, you know what I'm saying? They got motherfuckers.
So what's that like?
What, fuck with no rapos.
What's that like
fuck
though?
With a rapo, listen. If you was black and you was a G and you was a rapo, you was not in our car.
Oh, okay.
So I never been with a nigga that was a rapo in my car ever.
Okay, so I mean, but so they just don't get no respect.
I didn't know.
They're the bottom of the totem pole.
Not for me. They're not getting no respect.
So I mean, if a person goes to like PC, like protective custody,
they checked in.
Like that's like that. Does that automatically make you like a sucker or
off top? You checked in. You ain't gonna stand up. You check in. Who checks in? If you check in, come on, man. You check in? You can't let nobody check you in. You better not. You soft as a motherfucker.
Okay, can you survive without being violent?
Yeah. It's your lane. You know how in the streets, basically, you know, you pick your lane. It's just like in there. Like the rapos, they run to be. I ain't got nothing against the Christian because I ain't one, but they run a church. Most rapos run a church. So they be holy in and out up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Not to talk about no Christians or nothing. I'm just speaking facts. It's just real shit. Like
they say if you scared, go to church.
Yeah.
So I mean, so they just going to church.
Yeah, they going to church. You feel what I'm talking about? They're not, you know. And all the cats there's some cats that pay rent. They so fucking soft and scary. They pay rent. They pay motherfuckers.
Pay rent?
They pay motherfuckers stores to be around and be in the main line and be around and want to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers getting charged, bro. I'm telling you, out of state, rapos was getting charged and be in our tank. I'm trying to tell you. This is uncut. This is for real. I'm serious, man.
All right.
Ask K's and all them guys, man. I'm telling you, the cats was getting Chizars, man.
And how many fights were you in? Do you know?
About 7 or 8.
7, 8, and 10 years is pretty good though. It sounds cool.
I mean, if you want to count the riots, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just talking about straight hand to hand. Or brawls.
Oh, we didn't lined up with some niggas, so I could say about 5. Well, I had to go in the cell. Yeah.
Okay.
I had one dude that couldn't side blind me, so he took off on me.
Have you ever lost?
I felt like I lost that fight. I was in his ass, but the reason why I felt like I lost that fight, and I really didn't lose the fight, is because how the nigga got off on me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, and it was all over garbage. You know what I'm saying? It was like the nigga got mad because we was getting the shit in. So
Hey.
the nigga was hating. He was from Minnesota. He ended up suing the company and everything. He ended up blackmailing the bitch and getting some money. He was a cold piece of shit, but yeah, that nigga took flight on me. And I got off on that nigga's ass, but the way he hit me and then how my eye was cutting, I just felt like I lost.
I've been there.
But it had been some ties. I ain't never been knocked out. Up in there, motherfucker, or none of that.
Yeah. You ever seen someone add time to their sentence? Or have you ever added time to your sentence?
Yeah, I lost some good time for getting caught with some weed. Up in there.
How much time did they?
Ooh, they hit me for 9 months. Good time.
For the tree.
270. We was getting it in though.
To only
bro.
get out to the tree
Bro, we
being
was getting it in,
being
bro.
legal
we was getting
too.
like QPs, nigga. We was getting half pounds, nigga. Listen, grams was going for $100. Listen, bro, we was getting that shit in. Fuck all that, and we was at a state. Dog, we was cash was getting man. It was going down. So I had to take that. I had to take that 9 months because I was at that time. I didn't really want to ask the homies for no money. You know what I'm saying? I got the bitch. What am I need the homies for? Like the bitch is gonna have to do this. Please, you got to.
So ever been to the hole?
Yeah.
How many times?
Shit, eat, fight, you go to the hall, so shit, I didn't, what? I've been in the hall like 10, 11 times, cussing the police out, you know what I'm saying? You didn't go
Mainly over fighting?
Tattoos. I went to the hall for 30 days for a tattoo, then went to the hall for another tattoo, then I went to the hall, fights, they only put you in the hall for like 7 days, so I've been in the hall for like 3 fights. And then the little riot, you know what I'm saying? What else? You could just lose good time off a rider, bro. Like, you don't even gotta go to the hole to lose good time. You just get a ride up and shit. And you could lose a little bit of good time.
Okay. Is like jail TV shows accurate, in your opinion? Like Locked Up, stuff like that?
Okay. Have you ever seen the one where they send the investigator up in that motherfucker?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? When the correctional officer act like he's an inmate?
I think I have.
And somebody
It's
like
old,
volunteers.
Huh? Yeah.
It's like somebody volunteers and, you know what I'm saying, to see where all the contraband is.
Yeah.
But I think that one's the most realest shit. Bro, anything that's out here, they got in there, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay.
So I mean,
you was already talking about this, so let's just lead already into it. Fuck it. Female officers, how are they treated in there?
The female officers?
Yeah.
They were treated cool. I not one, but at some I treated some like you gotta understand. We was in Minnesota, bro. So like they was on some real deal bullshit. But like there was something that was cool. You know what I'm saying? You be trying, we was like the Seattle niggas was hella cool out there, bro. It was just that's how it was. Minnesota, them guys they was grimy, bro. Like they would be their jumpsuits would be wrinkled. We trying to be dressed, creased. So you put them under the bunk, lay it down. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit. So we trying to come right, but some of them, bro, we was talking bad to.
With the women?
Yeah, call them a bunch of cunts. The white ones, they didn't like being called cunts out there. They had a little good old boy. They had the good old boy crews. They hated niggas. So some of the brides would be, like real shitty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But some, they already knew how Washington was, so they'll be trying to be cool with us because we was already tearing shit up. Like they had Oklahoma, Arizona, we was setting shit up. So like they was, I was in a couple of them joints, but
All right, switching gears a little bit. What kept you motivated?
My daughter.
This is the one that was
my
had
oldest daughter.
she was pregnant while you was on your case.
Yeah, my oldest daughter. And the reason why is because I always told myself I'd be a better father than my dad was. And so my mind, you know what I'm saying, I lost my parents and everything. So my mom and my dad was already dead and gone before I went to the joint. You know what I'm saying? So like they was both gone at 15. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like I got to think about my daughter because that's all I got, and then my sister. You know what I'm saying? So like that time, bro, I was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? That time, all it is made me smarter. That shit was, it's gonna make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? The lady said, you'll be back. You know what I'm saying? I've been out 8 years. I'm blessed to have been out 8 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we're statistics, so they expect us to come back.
Mm.
But majority is my daughter, and then what the lady said. But yeah, my daughter for sure.
Okay. How was outside women and communicating with them while you was in there?
Ooh, my bad, bro. You
good?
You
good?
told me too.
How was outside women and communicating with them? Like,
what you mean, like my baby's mom?
just whoever,
Oh,
any woman you talked to while you was
gone. She was gone. She
okay, that was gonna be my next question.
She came back.
Did any women ride it all the way out with you?
No, she rode it halfway. She didn't ride it all the way out.
5 is a long time though.
Huh?
Halfway, that's a long time though.
Yeah, she
you don't want somebody ride it the whole time.
You know, she was there for about a year and a half and shook for like, 5 and then wrote the rest. You know what I'm saying? Or like 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, and wrote the rest. But yeah, all the other ones, I was just trying to, I needed what I needed from the other ones, man. You know what I'm talking about? This is my nigga P Dog. No, he know. Like, you not a bitch. Listen, I needed it. Listen, send it. I need all the food packages. I need all the commissary. I need to max out at every commissary level if I can. Yeah, if I knock it, I need to figure out how to get some weed up in here, like tobacco, like you know what I'm saying. Like that's how I was on that hustling shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it was.
So, okay.
I mean, that's how.
How was it like? Well, on the phone and shit, to get the phone to holler at him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so basically, how it's different for everybody. I know niggas that had bitches. Like,
yeah, I'm talking about for you, just for
me.
You. Yeah,
it was like this. My wife, she had left, and then I had knocked the guard bitch, and then I already knocked my partner's other bitch. So I'm juggling 2 bitches in there. You know what I'm saying?
I knocked my partner's other bitch.
I did. He put me on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
so
yeah. Good luck, my nigga.
Yeah, my nigga Peter. That's what I'm saying. We was had the bitch 10 packages and everything, like for real, on some real shit. And then the guard bitch was just bringing it in, but she ended up getting caught up. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then the other bitch, once they caught us up, the bitch got scared. I left her alone. So now I'm back to no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because the one bitch already got caught fucking with an, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She got fired.
Yeah.
There's no point for us to even be keeping in contact anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Her, the other bitch, they gonna fag off anyway. Bitch, I don't expect you to ride out anyway. After that, you already did your purpose. So that's what it was.
Okay, so.
And then she ended up coming back. So I ended up leaving Minnesota. And then my baby's mom ended up coming back. Around, you know what I'm saying? Bring my daughter come see me, and then that
leads into my next question. How far was your family from the place you did your bid?
My majority, hella far, because my baby's mom when I went to Walla Walla, she had moved to Walla Walla, but then like 9 months after that, they sent me to Minnesota, so I was in Minnesota for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the distance was. That's when she was. You know what I'm saying? I went on the flight. She did too. I'm just speaking facts. You know?
Oh shit. Did you want visitation? Because I know some people they don't be wanting visitation.
It was just probably too far, and then we wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? I ain't done some things that made her mad. That she hated me at the time, so I wasn't gonna get that. I was doing video visits though. But, like my grandma, she'll come see me, like, for real. My grandma, 100, come see me wherever in Washington. Wherever I'm at in Washington, she'll come see me. other than that, it's hard to, have the homies come visit you because majority of the homies got backgrounds, so they what you can do is talk to them. But once I got back in Washington, I was seeing my daughter on a regular basis. Though.
So who came the most?
She did because I was seeing my daughter, but my grandma, bro, she didn't miss a beat, dog. Like, for real. Like, time to start, bro. You know what I'm saying? That lady had sent me $10 every month, bro. I tell her I don't even need it. She'll send me. Like, for real. You better call me. She'll write you letters, arthritis and everything. Like, for real. Like, genuine.
You like the letters? Did you write a lot of letters and stuff?
Yeah, I wrote letters.
Yeah.
Especially to her. Like, I wrote letters.
You read them since you've been out? Have you read any?
No, I got some though. I've been out 8 years and I still got some letters.
I know, but you know, I know some people that be reading them.
So I used to read them over in there. You know what I'm saying? Like in the hole. Sometimes you get your meal, you bored as fuck. You gonna read your letters over.
Okay.
You crazy if you say you ain't. Unless you gonna be in that motherfucker talking to yourself or some shit up in that hole. That hole ain't cool.
Yeah,
for sure. You got pictures too, though.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to that showed you love as soon as you got out? You know, sometimes you get out and it's like somebody might show you some love, help you get.
Everybody show me love because I don't think I asked for no handouts. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't too much off of.
You didn't come out expecting.
Getting out expecting a job. I got out and was working 2 jobs. Like, I'm at it. Since I was at work release, 2 jobs. I'm never at work release. I think I went from 19 to 20. I got out when I was 19 to 28. So I went in at 19. I got out when I was 28. So it's like
you did your 20s.
I'm on the grind. I just did 10 years. You're talking about 3 years probation. I'm 2 jobs, nonstop.
While you was in there, how did you celebrate birthdays or like holidays?
Spread it, man. We spread it all the day.
Spread it. What I mean?
We get some chips, some noodles, some sausage and shit. You know, cook them in the microwave and shit. Make a spread like a nacho spread. Make burritos and shit for real. Niggas making crazy ass desserts like on some real shit. We be spreading that bitch.
That's what y'all did for like holidays and stuff?
Yeah, we spread. That's all it was. I mean, our spreads was better than what they was serving. I mean, they be serving some alright shit on the holidays, but we spread. We spread, bro. Big tables, like for real.
Alright, you ever want to break out? Did you ever want to break out?
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
You ever have any opportunities?
I mean, you always got opportunity on DNR. You know, that's back when you get camp. But I was already getting trailers, so it was no point for me to even do that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, at my last...
What's trailer? What does that mean?
I was getting trailer visits because I was married at the time. You know what I'm saying? So
you were getting certain needs met.
Oh, for sure. I was getting trailers in my last 2 years. I could say 1.5 years, really. I was getting trailers.
Okay.
For sure.
This is the last question. What was your plans when you got out? And at this point, what's your plans moving forward?
That's a good question. Actually, that's a great question. That's kind of a awkward question, but
it's 2 questions.
I know, but when you asked me the question, I already thought about something. But I did what I was supposed to do since I've been out. Okay. I feel like there's some things I can do better as being a bigger person. I'm already a role model, so I could say as bigger than that a little bit. On the simple fact is, I'm gonna give a motherfucker the real uncut how I feel or what I see. If I see the real in you, I'm gonna tell you. Like, if I love you, I'm gonna come call you. Like, what's up? I'm just checking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just some things you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hustling wise, you know what I'm saying? Some things you have to do. So I don't regret nothing I've done.
Okay.
Like, I think I've I still think I could do better. You know what I'm saying? Like as a platform, but when you have a platform like that, you gotta cut all the other shit out. You feel what I'm saying? So this is live, so you know.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, are you still making music?
Nah, I ain't making no music, man. I did that for Granny's house, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, shut that project out though.
Oh, the A17. Yeah, we made a project for my grandma. They fucked her on the forecourts, and she died. And we was trying to save the house, so we made a little album and shit. And we went on tour and shit. It was lit, man. It was lit. That shit was live as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm like focused on more of my kids and being a better father and shit. Like I support the rap, like Mafia and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Lil Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Those my guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I Frenchie, all the Seattle rappers, Tacoma rappers, everybody that rap. I'm a support, but you know what I'm saying? If you a snitch, I ain't supporting it. And if you just fake, I ain't supporting your music. And if I don't like your music, I just don't like it. But I'm still gonna support it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But that's not my lane.
Anything you want to tell anybody that that got an opportunity to do something to not get locked up right now? You know what I'm saying? To prevent them.
Man, if you work, I don't care. Whatever you do, work. You can do everything else after work. You know what I'm saying? Just be real to yourself and know yourself. You got to know what you're capable of doing. And that's one thing in prison I did learn. I learned who I was as a man, just as me. Like, you know who you are at Space. You know, I'm the barber. You know, I'm the freshest barber in this motherfucker. Nigga. That's who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know who you are. So I already knew who I was, and I knew what I was capable of doing. I know my mentality. It's just a game of chess. You know what I'm saying? Trust no one. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit, you really can't. To the end of the day, you never know. So it's like, I would stay real. Never snitch, stay real. That's the best advice I can give somebody is to stay to you, stay real, and never snitch. That is the number one rule, man. For real.
All right, bro. I appreciate your time, bro.
Yeah, all day.
Money motivated. Trying to